Whitney Way Thor met her half-sister Angie Burdett in Season 11 of My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Many people decided they preferred the half-sister because she seemed very different from Glenn's youngest daughter. This week, the news arrived that the two sisters got together, and some people think it might be for filming the wedding of James, Angie's daughter. Whitney Way Thor initially seemed happy about a sister, quick to welcome her new half-sister into the family. The My Big Fat Fabulous Life star added Angie to the family tree. However, she soon seemed to feel jealous that her dad was so excited about Angie's family, so she started acting as if she needed more attention. Many TLC fans hate it when that happens. Whitney Way Thor is thought to be angry and jealous of her new half-sister because at the end of last season, Glenn Thor said he was moving to Alabama to be closer to her. However, a recent photo on Instagram showed the two siblings looking happy. In her caption, the My Big Fat Fabulous Life star said, "James Dodrill gets married this year." When people on Reddit saw the post by Angie's half-sister, TLC fans discussed that it might mean the two families film for Jamie Dodrill's wedding. In the photo, Angie stood with her arms around her younger sister. Meanwhile, Whitney, who either lost a lot of weight or used a filter, smiled sweetly. As it's unusual to see Angie with the MBFFL star, TLC fans commented about that. The OP who shared the post by Whitney Way Thor talked about how it made for a nice change to see Angie instead of James with the My Big Fat Fabulous Life star. Whitney Way Thor wants her own wedding? Commenters were not very kind to the MBFFL OG, mainly because they think she probably wishes it was her own wedding. Why do you think Whitney Way Thor spent time with her half-sister Angie? Do you hope they were filming the wedding of James Dodrill? Are you looking forward to finding out more about Glenn Thor's other family? Let us know in the comments below, and come back here for all your My Big Fat Fabulous Life news. In the quiet suburbs of Greensboro, North Carolina, where the chirping of birds mingles with the rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze, a reunion decades in the making was about to unfold. Whitney Way Thor, the effervescent star of the hit reality TV show My Big Fat Fabulous Life, found herself on the doorstep of a modest yet inviting home. Her heart raced with anticipation as she prepared to embark on a journey of rediscovery, one that would lead her to her long-lost half-sister Angie. Whitney had spent years navigating the complexities of family dynamics, grappling with the absence of her father and the void left by his absence. Growing up, she had longed to connect with the paternal side of her family, a desire fueled by a deep-seated yearning to unravel the mysteries of her lineage. But fate had conspired to keep her estranged from her father's relatives, leaving her with more questions than answers. However, fate has a curious way of bringing people together when the time is right. And for Whitney, that time had finally come. Through a twist of fate and the magic of social media, she had recently connected with Angie, a woman whose existence had once been little more than a fleeting memory, buried beneath the sands of time. As Whitney stood on the threshold of Angie's home, her palms clammy with nervous excitement, she couldn't help but feel a surge of emotion wash over her. Would Angie welcome her with open arms, or would the scars of the past prove too deep to overcome? With bated breath, she knocked on the door, her heart pounding in her chest. Moments later, the door swung open, revealing a figure silhouetted against the warm glow of the afternoon sun. It was Angie, her features mirroring Whitney's own in a way that was both eerie and comforting. For a moment, they simply stood there, gazing at each other in silent disbelief, as if unable to comprehend the reality of their long-awaited reunion. Then, without a word, Angie threw her arms around Whitney, pulling her into a tight embrace that spoke volumes more than any words ever could. Tears streamed down their cheeks as they held each other, their hearts overflowing with a flood of pent-up emotions that had been years in the making. As they settled into the cozy confines of Angie's living room, the air was charged with a palpable sense of anticipation. With a pot of steaming coffee between them, they began to unravel the threads of their shared history, piecing together the fragments of a story that had long been shrouded in mystery. Whitney listened intently as Angie recounted tales of their shared childhood, offering glimpses into a world that had once seemed so distant and unattainable. She learned of their father's struggles and triumphs, his dreams and aspirations, and the impact his absence had left on Angie's life. A poignant reminder of the ripple effects of familial discord. But amidst the tales of hardship and heartache, there were moments of joy and laughter, precious memories that had endured the test of time. Whitney reveled in the opportunity to bond with Angie, sharing stories of her own journey towards self-discovery and acceptance, and finding solace in the realization that she was not alone in her quest for belonging. As the hours passed, their conversation flowed effortlessly, traversing the realms of past, present, and future with a fluidity born of newfound kinship. They spoke of their hopes and dreams, their fears and insecurities, and the shared desire to forge a deeper connection that transcended the boundaries of blood. In the days that followed, Whitney and Angie embarked on a series of adventures together, exploring the vibrant tapestry of Greensboro and creating memories that would last a lifetime. They laughed, they cried, they bared their souls to each other, forging a bond that transcended the confines of mere sisterhood. But perhaps most importantly, they discovered that family is not defined by genetics or bloodlines, but by the depth of love and understanding that binds us together. And as Whitney bid farewell to Angie, her heart heavy with the weight of impending separation, she knew that their reunion was just the beginning of a beautiful journey filled with love, laughter, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow.